Next you're doing is example number 3, where you're going to find the solutions of negative x squared minus 4x equals 13. You want to have the 0 on one side of the equation. So this time I'm bringing the x squared and negative 4x on the other side, so this side. So I'm going to add x squared and add 4x on both sides. And the equation I'm going to get here is 0 equals x squared plus 4x plus 13. Now we are going to identify A, B, and C. So A is 1, B is 4, and C is 13. You're going to apply the formula x equals minus B plus or minus B square minus 4AC. So A is 1 and C is 13, divided by 2a, or 2 times 1. You're going to get x equals negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 13 times 4 is 52, divided by 2. X equals negative 4 plus or minus negative 36, divided by 2. Now we have this one is going to be imaginary because you're going to get I outside because there is a negative inside of the square root. So it's going to be 6I divided by 2. Now you're going to reduce this. So negative 4 plus or minus 6I divided by 2 would be negative 2 plus or minus 3I, because 4 divided by 2 is negative 2 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Again, you can solve this the other way. You can take the GCF of 4 and 6, that is 2, outside the bracket and then cancel with this 2. Or you can divide them separately, 4 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. The two answers you're going to have is negative 2 plus 3I and negative 2 minus 3I. So these are the two answers, one with the plus sign and the one with the negative sign here. Now you're going to pause this video and do the you try problem underneath this example, that is number 2 and 3. You try problem number 2 and 3. For number 2, I'm going to add 7x on both sides. So I get 2x squared plus 7x plus 4 equal to 0. A is 2, B is 7, and C is 4. Apply the formula x equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. So it's going to be negative 7 plus or minus 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 4, divided by 2 times a, so that's going to be 4. So that's going to be negative 7 plus or minus 49 minus 32 divided by 4. 49 minus 32 is 17, and we cannot break 17 down because we do not have any factors available for 17. So our answer is going to be negative 7 plus 17 square root over 4, comma 7 minus square root 17 over 4. For number 3, I'm going to subtract x and 8 on both sides to get this side 0. So you're going to have 5x squared minus x minus 8 equals 0. So in this case, you have a is 5, b is negative 1, and c is negative 8. You're going to have x equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. So that's going to be 1 plus or minus 1 plus 4 times 5 times negative 8. This is going to be positive because two negatives make it positive. So that's going to be 1 plus 60 divided by 10. Now we cannot break 161 because we do not have any factors of 161 that can give us a perfect square. So the answer will remain as it is, as 1 plus or minus 161 square root over 10. Now let's do example number 6, modeling a launched object. A juggler tosses a ball into the air. The ball leaves the juggler's hand 4 feet above the ground and has an initial velocity of 30 feet per second. The juggler catches the ball when it falls back to a height of 3 feet. How long is the ball in the air? The formula when object is launched or thrown is given by h equals negative 16t square plus v0t plus h0. Here h is used for height and t is for time. V0 and h0. V0 is initial velocity and h0 is stands for initial height. So what is given here is the height after time t, and it's given initial velocity as 30 and initial height is 4. Now we're going to bring the 3 on the other side to make it a standard equation. So that's going to be 16t squared plus 30t plus 1 equal to 0. Identify A, B, and C. So A is negative 16, B is 30, C is 1. To solve for t, we're going to apply the formula negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4a and c divided by 2 times negative 16. T equals, we're looking for time everyone, so time t, negative 3900 negative 16 times 4 is 64 divided by negative 32. T equals negative 30 plus or minus negative 964 divided by negative 32. You're going to find out the square root of 964. So square root of 964 is 31.05, and you're going to get two solutions, one with the positive sign and one with the negative sign. So negative 30 minus 31.05 divided by negative 32. This one is 1.05 divided by negative 32. T equals negative 61.05 divided by negative 32. When you plug this into the calculator, for this value you're going to get negative 0.03, and when you plug it in this one into calculator, negative negative cancel, you're going to get 1.9 second. So the t is 1.9 second, and this t is going to be not a solution because time cannot be negative. So t equals negative 0.03 is not a solution because t cannot be negative. So only solution, the time is going to be 1.9 second. So the conclusion is that the ball will be in the air for 1.9 second. Now we are going to do the extension of the above example. The ball leaves the juggler's hand with an initial velocity of 40 feet per second. How long is the ball in the air? We are going to use the same equation from the above. On the above example, you had negative 16t squared plus 30t plus 1 equals 0 when the initial velocity was 30. In this case, initial velocity is 40, so instead of 30, we're going to use 40. Now we're going to solve this equation and find the t value. So A is going to be negative 16, B is 40, and C is 1. You plug it into the formula, negative 40 plus or minus 40 square minus 4 times A times C, and on the bottom you have 2 times A. So negative 40 plus or minus 40 squared is 1600, negative 4 times negative 16 is 64. Negative 40 plus or minus 1664 divided by negative 32. You get the decimal value using the calculator. So plug it in the calculator. Square root of 1664 would be 40.792 divided by negative 32. So you're going to have two answers, one with the plus sign and the other one with the negative sign. Negative 40 plus 40.792 would be 0.792 divided by negative 32. This will, when you put it in the calculator, 0.792 divided by 32 will give you 0.025. Remember, this is a negative, so keep the negative sign outside. Since the time cannot be negative, so you're going to not take this answer. So you're going to cross this answer. And for the other value, you're going to get negative 40, negative 40.792, which is going to be negative 80.792. Cancel the two negatives. Remember the two negatives on top and bottom. Cancel these, and now you're going to get the positive time. So when you use the calculator, you're going to get 2.52 seconds, and this is the answer you're going to take, 2.2 seconds. And this is how long the ball will be in the air. So ball will be in the air for 2.52 seconds.